Most of the time, it's different from the way you see life. Sometimes, life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is SHINA. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. SHINA will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is SHINA OYINLOLA, and I'm trying to let you know that ABN TV do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to ABN TV Direct. Call on us now, 346-426-5650, 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and you're welcome to this program. This is Shine Life Matters with SHINA, and I'm so very happy that you are there. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you for the wishes. Thank you for always calling in, particularly after the program. A lot of you throw your challenges towards us, and you want us to discuss them. Well, it's a sign that the program is reaching out to you. We sincerely thank you. Let's keep it on. Apparently, families are getting the message and things are changing. So I really appreciate you. Hey, don't be afraid. If you also want to come to the studio with me and discuss your matters, definitely you can come. Just give us a call and we will organize it. Feel free. Our aim at ABN TV is just to promote that positive vibes in the society, just to make sure that people are doing what they are supposed to do so that more people are happy in the society. The happier the people are, the longer we live and the more we enjoy our very existence. So if you do have a story to tell, particularly if it is something that is affecting you or that has to do with you, you can call in or you can come to the studio and we will run the show together. As long as people are going to learn a thing or two, we're all in for it, all right? Again, this is a positive program and we just want to create that positive vibe. Now, don't forget, should you have any advertisement need, we'll be here to support you. If you have any business, product or services that you want to push out there, definitely we will be glad to support you. So bring in your needs for advertisement and we will definitely blow it for the whole world to hear. Your businesses could be small, they could also be big. Regardless of what it is, give us a call or send a text and we will be glad to support you. Domestic violence is a major problem in our society. And much as we try to talk about it, it's still there. We know certainly that we cannot totally eradicate the issue of domestic violence. But the more we talk about it, the better it gets. And the more it is reduced. And that is why we cannot stop talking about it. May I pause and warn those of you that are in one abusive relationship or the other, hey, you can't handle it alone. It's not something that you can handle all by yourself. Speak out. You need to call for help today so that you can be helped. Otherwise, a lot of people have lost their lives unintentionally in the story of domestic violence. But then they've lost their lives, they lost it. You don't want to be among that data. And so if you're in an abusive relationship, look at me, read my lips, speak out. It is time for you to speak out, call, try to get help, and above all, run for your life. Whatever you do, make sure your relationship works. Do everything within your power to make it work. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to call on others to step into it, call on others to step into it. Of course, if you have to spend money, spend money. Just make sure it works. And if after doing all that, and the journey is too tough for both of you to walk on the same aisle, by all means, go your separate ways. You're better off living long as a single parent than dying young in the name of love. As I speak to you tonight, another one is going down in the name of love. It really doesn't have to be this way, my friend. Life is for us to enjoy. Love is to make us happy, not sad. So many times, people get into love and find out that it's not really what they wanted. Hey, nobody's going to arrest you for turning back or going back rather than killing yourself before time. All right, so if you have entered a dangerous place that you did not really plan for yourself, rather than getting brutalized every now and then, opt out. You have your life to live. Save the little that is left, and I do wish you the best. I forgot to ask, how has your day been? Well, mine has been good. Every day is a good day. Regardless of what comes your way, I need you to see the glass as half full all the time so that you can truly enjoy your day. Before we go on break, tonight, I am going to be bringing you this topic, and we're running up the issue of the ex tonight. And because of someone's concern about the things that we're discussing, and the summary of it is the ex that you left, if he's now doing so well, like so fantastically well, against or far above your present person, can you go back to your ex? Well, I do hope tonight you're going to be calling so that we can discuss this together. All right, we're doing all this so that at the end of the day, homes are happy, people are happy, and people generally just live longer without the issue of domestic violence. That's why we're doing all these things. So if you're finding out that your ex is doing fantastically well, are you allowed to go back? These are many more we're going to be discussing when we come back from break. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Vince Auto and Chips Auction LLC. Notary, copy, and fax. Scanning and lamination. You all renters. Auto sales. Shipping, FedEx, UPS. 12134 Beach North Street, Houston, Texas 77072. Telephone 414-324-8244 or 346-946-2771. Fins Auto and Shipping LLC. We are here to help.
àánú olúwa African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lónìkan òjọ̀kan iṣu ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ èlùbọ́ gààrí tọ́kan tó wọ̀nyí ẹja tútù ẹja gbígbẹ pọ̀nmọ́ panla ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn ohun èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó epo pupa tìmáàtì atarodo sọ̀m̀bọ̀ tàǹtàṣé irú ògìrì àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà ó rí níbẹ̀ àánú olúwa African Store wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe oúnjẹ wọn dùn ó pójú owó wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin báàgì léwọ́ weave-on jewelry bàtà aṣọ Áfíríkà wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀ bó jẹ́ ọkùnrin bó jẹ́ tóbìnrin àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú àánú olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 highway 36 south suite bill Rosenborg Texas 77471 tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Janet lórí aago torun 832-858-645453 tàbí 832-858-6455 máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà àánú olúwa African Store lónìí yẹn ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
If it is branding, printing, and graphics design, let us handle it for you. Daystar International is an household name when it comes to office branding, car branding, stock branding, church pamphlet, signs, and banners. We also do business cards, flyers, mugs, t-shirts, embroideries, buttons, and stickers. Let the professional handle your branding, printing, and graphics design needs. Daystar International, 14165 Bisunet Street, Houston, Texas, 77083. Telephone 347-500-7328. IG Daystar_International_Prints or www.daystarinternational.com. Daystar International. We print, brand, and do graphics for the world. Daystar International. Check us out. Being at number one in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies in African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots are open on Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Drop Off. Finger Licking 2.0, 9817A, Bisunet Street, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
Yes, welcome back. This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman, and I am so glad that you're there. Now, this program tonight, you need to call someone to watch it with you. You need to call someone, discuss with someone, call someone's attention to it. And, of course, all the things we discuss on this program are useful for everyone listening, or at least to someone that you know. Sincerely speaking, if you and I are together and fighting this war of domestic violence, this is not a program you ignore. This is actually a program that you forward to other people, because sincerely speaking, everything we bring to you is something that someone is going through. And if one person is going through it, quite a number of other people may be going through it as well. Above all, many times you call and the solutions you offer, all those things go a long way to solve people's problems. And the reason why people are giving us things about them to discuss is because they are finding solutions. And so you can't afford not to be part of this war. We're winning the war. Certainly we are. But then when you keep quiet, when you don't share, when you don't like, when you don't call, you understand, it's like, well, you don't care. But please, this is a society that we all belong to. We must do everything to make sure the things there all work. Well, let's go straight to the point tonight. And it's actually an interesting one that we're discussing about. Now, here's how I titled it. When your ex becomes irresistible, are you, can you go back? And I'll say that again. When your ex becomes irresistible, can you go back? Now, last night when we had a discussion, I had a call and the person sent a message actually, but it's too lengthy, so I'm just going to summarize what she's going through. Now, this lady has this issue and she wants us to discuss it. And I will tell you, what is happening to her is probably happening to a lot of ladies. And they just don't know, and some men as well. And they just don't know what to do. But what can she do? What should they do? It's up to you tonight. And we must be our brother's keeper, right? Now, according to her, and I'm summarizing what she has said here, okay? I'm just going to summarize it. Now, according to her, she left her ex. Why did she leave the ex? The ex wasn't financially okay. He didn't have a good job. And she didn't want to be struggling for the rest of her life. For the rest of her life. And I'm sure some of you will agree that, well, good reason, good point. I do not know. I've asked on this program before, which one is more important, the love or the money? And quite a number of people said, the money, bro. But then she left. She left because he didn't really have a good job. He wasn't doing well economically, and she had to move on. She moved on with somebody else. She married someone else. That means she married a new person, and they have a family together. Well, as fortune would have it, now this is her story, a dilemma. As fortune would have it, years after, the ex got a very good job and is doing very well. But the new one that she's married to, somehow, he's not doing so well again. Now, she said that she has found out, hey, we don't judge here. We don't know how to judge, right? We just take it as they bring it and we try to talk through it. Now, she said, actually, she's still in love with the ex. But then she's not so much in love with the one she's married to. She feels like she's forcing herself to stay in that marriage. Her mind really and truly is with the ex. And so she's asking all of us tonight, can she go back? If she decided to go back, how will she be seen? Hey, a lot of people that get in touch with us anonymously are always free to say it exactly the way it is. And when they say those things, surely they are also speaking the mind of quite a number of people. She abandoned the ex because he wasn't doing well. Though the love was there, but she wanted a comfortable life. And I'm not sure if anybody should be blamed for pursuing comfortability. But then she moved on. She moved away. She got involved with a new guy. And the new guy, years after, really is not doing as good as she thought. But the ex that she left is doing well. And she said her love is still with the ex. Yes, the same question on your mind was what I asked her. Is the ex not married? No. He's not. He's still single. She got married. She moved on. But now she found out that she's not really in love with the person she's married to. She's still in love with the ex. And the dilemma tonight is, what should she do? Should she go back to the ex? Or, and let me not generalize it before I open up the phone lines. When the ex is doing well beyond what you thought, and doing well may not just be money alone, in all ramifications, in all areas of life. So when the ex has now become irresistible, are you allowed to go back? Now, when you are going back, are you going for the money or you're going for the love? One for the money, two for the show. You know, that kind of a thing. So I want you to really think about it. But then she has this dilemma tonight, just like a lot of people have that same dilemma. How many men have walked away from a relationship not knowing that the girl was as beautiful as they are now seeing her? Every time they turn her, they now see the beauty that they threw away. They want to go back. So are people allowed to go back to their exes, particularly when the exes now have those things that they didn't have, and the person you are with lacks those things? We're going to be opening up the phone lines right now, and I would encourage us to call and let's talk on this matter. Surely, I shall be glad that you called 346-426-5650. That is 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. That is 336-456-3800. Both lines are opened and you can begin to call in as we discuss this matter. All right, the matter is very simple, and I would encourage us to call in, not only just for this lady, but for every other person that may be going through that agony of decision that, oh, should they go back? The guy that they thought wasn't doing so well is not doing so very well. Can they go back because of that? But don't forget that this lady actually said she still loves the ex. And so, should she walk out of her marriage because of that and go to the ex, or is it a no-no? The lines are open. Tonight is not about me at all. As a matter of fact, whatever I have to say is just from one person. But when we all call and contribute, it goes a long way. And whoever has the matter actually has a lot, varieties of suggestions that she can pick from. So while I wait on your call, I just give you some of my views, but I do sincerely wait on your calls. Now, usually in life, people make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I am not sure if all mistakes deserve the second chance. I don't know. But as for mistakes, we all make mistakes. A lot of people go into a relationship from afar. It looked so very good. And that was why they went into it. But the minute they got into it, they found out that, oh, no, this is not what I bargained for. Now, if you are that kind of a person, what do? Do you stay on taking that relationship that you don't like, that is not good, that is not comfortable for you, or you find your way out? Now, that's not the main problem. Sometimes you're working from a relationship because that relationship lacks X. I am just saying X, all right? Now, from afar, the new relationship seems to have the X that you're looking for. Don't forget, the former relationship you're walking away from lacks X, but the new relationship seems to have the X. But then, when you get to the new relationship, you find out that, oh, he has the X, but he lacks A, B, C. 3 things that he lacks, but he has the X. Meanwhile, the one you're leaving lacks X, but he has A, B, C. So the question is, what do? Do you stay where you are, or do you go back to the one that you have left? Sometimes this decision is very tough. Now, there are different ways you look at it. The ex, is he willing to take her back or not willing to take her back? All those things must be put into perspective. But from me, the summary of it is, number one, there is no way you can have it all. I will say that one more time. Go anywhere, east to west, north to south, whatever at all, whoever at all, you can never have it all. What someone has, the other person is lacking. It is you to make up your mind if you're going to stay with that thing. Because if you keep searching and hoping to get someone that has it all, that will be the day you die. It's not possible. No one human being has it all. This guy may lack finance, but he's very rich in love. This guy may lack love, but he's very, very rich financially. The question is, what do you want? Now, you keep moving up and down like a yo-yo when you don't know what you want. As the phone lines are opened, okay, and I want all of us to call in tonight and advise the lady that has brought this matter. Now, people go to and fro, up and down, from one person to the other because sincerely, they don't know what they want. Now, I can help you. I can help you find what you want, what you need, actually. This is what you need. Hear me. And I will tell you, an imperfect person, that's all you need. And the minute you have found one, that's all you need. If you go get somebody else, that's still an imperfect person. When you leave that one to go get somebody else, that's still an imperfect person. Don't you get it? No one has it all. And so when you run from the fact that someone is not rich enough, and you got this guy, wonderful, young boy, is the MD of the company. He's got money. But the first mistake you made, you're receiving 2 slaps. He's got money and he's got slaps. The other one does not have money, but he does not slap you. My friend, the reason why people keep moving from relationship to relationship is because everybody keeps thinking, I'm going to have a perfect one. Hey, they lied to us. There's no Mr. Right. There's no Miss Right. They don't exist. They only exist in the Hollywood. Hey, when some ladies would approach me and say, okay, they're going to leave their guy. This, I hope I'm not peeping into another topic of mine in the future. This is another topic for another day, but I'm just going to borrow from it. So when we discuss it, don't think we've discussed it before, okay? Now, when some ladies try to say they are leaving their partners because they cheated, it's a very good reason to leave someone. Sincerely. Oh, most sincerely. But can I tell you, accurately, when you leave a man because he cheated, more than likely, the new man you will get, your guess is as good as mine. And that's because the percentage of men that will cheat is far higher than those that will not. So the probability of you getting another person that will cheat is very high. So when that cheated as well, are you going to move to another person that is likely to cheat? Then are you going to move to another person? Hey, the truth of the matter is, number one, know what you want. When you already know what you want, then you will look for it. And once you have gotten it, it is. You can't have it all. If you are having 6/10, then you are highly privileged. But you keep searching, hoping to get 10/10. Not in this world. No. Not in this world. And that's the truth. So, as a lady, right, let me talk to you first. As a lady, if you have been opportuned, if you have been fortunate to find someone that has most, I said most of the things you desired, stay there and help him achieve the rest. Because when you leave, you will now find out my second point. My number 1 point is, know what you want. My second point, the grass is not greener at the other side. It is not. It only looks like the grass is greener at that side. You see, when you're about to meet a new person, usually, the euphoria of meeting a new person, that the adrenaline pumping, the way your heart is beating every time you see him, you misunderstand that to be love. Yeah, no love, babes. That's not love. That's just the initial, what I call the initial gra-gra. The Americans, listen to me. I want you to try and pronounce it. Initial gra-gra. That initial, butterflies in your belly. It's just for the initial. By the time you get close enough, by the time you spent months together, you will not discover that, oh, no, where you're coming from is actually better. And so you will not start struggling with the fact that, can I go back to where I'm coming from? And so the grass is not greener at the other side. Here is what a lot of people make, the mistake, I beg your pardon, that a lot of people make by comparing what they don't have with what they have. Isn't that crazy? You don't have it yet, but you're comparing it. You don't have, let's say you are eyeing a man from afar. You're comparing a man with your husband. You already have the husband. It's not this, it's not that. And there's a man that you're seeing from afar. Maybe you see him in church, you see him at work, you see him in the neighborhood, and you're thinking, I wish my husband was like that man. Oh man, I wish I was married to that man. I wish that man was the one I married. You only wish because you're not close to him yet. Wake up from your slumber. Stop dreaming. By the time you get closer, you will discover that it's actually far worse than the man that you call your husband. The grass is not greener at the other side. No, it is not. Most people that you have seen in your life, no, not most people, everybody that you have seen in your life comes with a baggage or baggages. You may never know what they have in those baggage until you are close enough and they open it. Why don't you stay where you are and make it work? Why can't you? Sometimes everybody has made some form of mistakes, but what's the point? It's not greener. Come on. So, I am trying to tell you tonight, my dear lady, that a mistake has been made by leaving one for one, thinking that, of course, let me pause and say this since it is coming to my mind. If anybody is punching you, if anybody is hitting you, run like they're chasing after you. Run away. Yes, that there is no excuse for that, okay? I mean, that's the lowest any human being can be. That's the worst. That's like thinking like an animal. You don't want to stay with that kind of a person, so you got to move on to a human being. Yes, you have my permission to do that. But then, almost every other thing is not doing so well, is not so clean, is not. You can fix some of those things. I know some things are really bad to say, particularly to say out, but yeah, you can fix it. However, if there are things that truly, sincerely you cannot take, don't take it. For instance, you got involved with a guy that cannot, maybe your sex drive is high and he doesn't have any. If you don't want that, yeah, move away. But then I want you to know that the new person you're going for still does not have it all. So don't forget what I've told you. I want you to know what you truly want, and I want you to also know that the grass is never greener at the other side. It only looks it. Number 3, which is similar to number 2, be satisfied. Be satisfied with what you got. Hey, play on this one. Before you got this person, before you got this lady, there must have been some things that you saw. Can you dwell on those things? There must have been some forms of attraction, things that brought you guys together. There must have been. So why don't you dwell on it and please be satisfied? The other person may look beautiful, but the attitude may be horrible. And you don't know the attitude yet because you're not living together yet. You will find out that attitude is more powerful than outward beauty when someone is really abusing and insulting you. You understand? So be satisfied. Usually when you're satisfied, that's when you know that, okay, there's no other way anymore. I got to make this work. I got to do my best to make this work. Because you're satisfied with it. Be proud of it. You can only be proud of what you're satisfied with. But if all these 3 things that I've been saying are missing, certainly you really cannot enjoy the relationship. Now, let's now go back to this lady again. I'm hoping, expecting your call, 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. I do hope you call, but of course, the time is not enough for me. I hope you know that. But please do call and let's talk about this lady. Now, because of time, I have to jump on this lady. Don't forget the 3 points I gave you, all right? Now, for this lady, oh God, I know she's watching, but I have to be very real. I have to be as blunt as possible. And I'm just hoping that I will say it in such a way that I will not step on toes and things like that. Now, there are too many things that happen in this case. She left the guy because the guy was not financially buoyant. She moved on with another guy and married the other guy. And found out later that the guy is not as financially okay as she thought. But the old guy that she left is now doing very well. He got a new job. He's not doing very well. Now she's saying her love is still with the ex. Miss Lady, here's my first question. And I'm here, we don't judge, but we say the truth. Here's my first question. Are you really sure that your love is not because of the money? If he lost his job again, or if the money disappeared for some reasons, are you still going to love? One of the songs I will refer you to, 50 Cent, 21 Questions. Go listen to it. It will help you. 50 Cent, 21 Questions, all right? I got 21 questions. All right, go listen to it. It will help you. Now, the question is, if that money disappeared again, is the love still going to be there? Because when you leave because of a material thing, you're going to leave again because of a material thing. In fact, I told you when you spoke to me that I'm going to be blunt and I'm going to say it exactly the way it is. Now, in fact, the same reason you left him is the same reason you want to leave this guy. So, you're not after love, my dear. You're after the money. And so, if you decided to leave again, and he accepted you, and he lost his job again, guess what you're going to do? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm going to continue when we come back from break. I don't know what is happening to the time. I feel like I'm just about to start, and I'm looking up, the time is so gone. Why? I don't know. But let's quickly go on a very short break, and when we return, we continue from there. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Making people happy over a long period of time makes us put you first in everything you do with us. We have badged multiple awards, sending and receiving packages. Amgri Logistics. We ship via air and ocean to Nigeria. We also ship within the USA via FedEx, UPS, USPS, Amazon, and DHL. Amgri Logistics. We do instant money transfer to any part of the world with the best rate. We also do international driver license. Amgri Logistics. We are at 11850 Business Street, Suite G, Houston, Texas 77099. Check us out at www.amgrilogistics.com or care@amgrilogistics.com. Telephone 346-374-7743 or 832-614-5180. IG at Amgri Logistics _. Tell someone about us because we are swift, affordable, and reliable. If you are interested in healthcare field, Big Sis Medical Institute can help you get there. A Texas board certified institute specialized in certified nursing assistant program. Our program lasts for 5 weeks, which includes hands-on training with professional trained instructors and on-site clinical practical in-state approved nursing facilities. We also provide morning and evening classes. Big Sis Medical Institute can help place graduates in great job environment and is proud of providing services for more than a decade. Please call us at 281-497-8446 or 281-757-6621. Email us at bigsismedicalinstitute@gmail.com or come visit us at 2215 Highway 6 South, Houston, Texas 77077. Come, let us make your dream a reality.
My name is SHINA OYINLOLA. From January 1st to March 31st, your ad making will be $500, and we will give you a 2 weeks free usage on ABN TV and all our platforms. Thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you for being there all the time. God bless you. And I want to let you know that we love you. Bye for now.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and we'll quickly wrap up on this. All right, now, the issue of X, sincerely speaking, if you're out of someone's life, then let it go. Going back and forth is not very healthy for anyone. It could be embarrassing, particularly if you're just looking for some things that will satisfy your physical need, like finance. Hey, I am not saying money is not good. Everybody loves comfort. It's okay to have money. It's good. Work hard. But don't make marry someone an investment. When you marry someone because you want, you see it as an investment where you will gain a lot of money, honestly, the love is not there. You really can't call that love. Now, the lady that is planning to leave her husband now because he's not doing very okay financially, if he had money, you'll be there. That means it's not about love. Until you see love above money, you really can't claim you love anybody. Now, she wants to go back to the ex because the ex is now rich. But she said, well, actually, I found out I still love him. If you loved him, you wouldn't leave him when he was broke. Anything called love has to be tested. When you stick with someone when they need you the most, that, my friend, is love. Love is not meant to be a comfortable thing. Most of the time, we look at love like something that has to be done only when we're comfortable. That's not love. That's not how it should be. Love on its own, it comes with a whole lot of load. You have to work it out. If you don't work it out, surely that's not love. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Hi, good evening. I'm calling from Indiana. My name is Tayo.
Oh, Tayo, good evening and you're welcome. Because of time, I'm going to go straight to the point. And I'm sure, did you hear what I opened with, Tayo?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
All right. So what do you think about the lady? The floor is yours.
Well, it's not a tough one, though. But, I mean, I don't want to be judgmental, but, I mean, it seems obvious that the reason the lady is going back is because of the money. So, because regardless of what the situation was before you got married, if you actually, the only requirement that I know for marriage is love. So, if it is missing, there's nothing more to look for. And like you rightly said, it's actually not an investment. It's not a financial investment. It's an investment because you're investing your life.
Your life.
And you
That's
have to
true.
invest out of it.
That's true. That's good.
The best now depends on what you define. It depends on the definition you give as the best that you're looking for. So if the best you're looking for is money, probably it might be a good investment for you. And if it's the best you're looking for is a better definition of life. So it depends on what is best for each person. But in our own case, if the present husband, or maybe I should just ask a question, that how well is the current husband doing?
The current husband is no longer as buoyant as he was. You understand? So the ex is now far richer than the present husband.
Okay, maybe she should just beg the ex for more money to help to help her situation rather than saying.
But she said, her love is with the ex. That's what she said.
Yeah, I understand. So apparently, our love actually grows with money. So whatever love is where what attracts our love. So she might be right, but the only thing is that there's something that attracts the love, which I think might be the money. So if somebody else is having money that is close to her, our love will
then she'll jump again.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, the truth has to be told, and you're saying the truth. I'm going to ask you two questions in one. You know, I know you know the answer, and I also know the answer, but I just want us to emphasize on it. Tayo, do you think there's any perfect partner somewhere?
No. I mean, the only place where we have perfect partner would be probably be in the movie, like you rightly said. And in as much as we are not perfect, so there's no way that your partner can be perfect.
So why do people jump from place to place? Tell me.
In search of insatisfaction, because I mean we are like.
Remember your first answer, Tayo.
When we're young.
Remember your first answer.
Yeah, I understand. So in economics, they taught us something about
human needs are insatiable.
Yes, it's insatiable. Yeah. So human needs are things that we can never meet up with. So, and as things are, it's either you have contentment with your love, or you keep on making certain requirements for your love. So wherever your love is, if there's requirements added to your love, then apparently you might add finance to it, which actually this lady might be doing. So since she has taken her decision, I would just advise that she stays where she is. As much as what God has joined together, let no man or money put us under.
On a final note, Tayo, if you were that man, I just want you to put yourself in that position. She left you because you didn't have money. Now you have a good job. You have money. And she's trying to come back saying she still loves you. Tell me, sincerely, as a man, and I know that the other man is probably thinking like you. As a man, what will you do?
Well, I will invite her to my church so that she can come and learn what contentment is all about. So,
Okay. Well, on that lighter note, Tayo, I really want to appreciate you and thank you very much for calling on to the show. All right. Thank you so very much. Have a good night, and I will talk to you next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, Mr. Adekoya, you can call now if you still want to. Thank you very much. Now, Tayo cracked me up. Sincerely speaking, ladies, don't make a fool of yourself. Even if the guy is pretending to accept you back, he knows that you don't love. He knows that the love is not there. He knows. Stay where you are. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Eshman, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
The lady has some issues going on. She doesn't know what love is. There's a lot of people out here that want true love and real love, and love is not about what a person can buy you. It comes from the heart. Now, if he had no money and she had to love him and eat beans and rice every day, that's love. Love me if I have to sweep floors. Love me if I have to wash dishes.
Oh, you need to say this out. I am loving what you're saying. And a lot of ladies and guys need to hear it. Go ahead.
Yes, love me if we sit on the porch and look at the stars and count the stars. And
that's real love.
Love me like that, you know? Love me if we can go for a walk together. Don't love me because of material things.
Wow.
She does not have any values. She doesn't know what love is.
Wow. So
and obviously the men don't either, because they keep letting her toil with them when they can really be out there praying for real love.
So what has happened to the young generation? How come everyone is looking for money? If money is not there, it looks like love is not there. Is money that important in a relationship?
You know, back in the day, our parents learned to love each other and start from the bottom and work their way up.
That's
The
true.
younger generation, you know, minimum wage back then for some of us was 90 cents an hour.
Wow.
But
Wow.
now minimum wage is more, but the work back then was harder. It
Wow.
was more work. Now the work is easier, but the younger generation, I don't know, it's the signs of the time. People aren't valuing what real love is.
You know what? When people like you, just like my callers, keep calling in, a lot of ills will be corrected. These problems linger because some of us just keep quiet, we don't call. Look at this wisdom that you have given to me now. It's such a very brilliant thing. And I really want to appreciate you. Before I let you go, quickly, do you think the ex should take her back?
No.
You're very blunt.
He must be very insecure to even let her keep toiling with his feelings like that.
Wow. So the lady, you've heard, I don't think the ex should take you back. Go learn how to be contented. Go learn real love, like Tyus said. If you have to go to church to learn it, yeah, that's right for you. Before I let you go, please, who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
My name's Renee, and I'm in Houston, sir.
All right, Renee, thank you very much for this call. And I do hope I'm going to hear from you again and again. What a wonderful contribution you've made, Renee. I really hope to hear from you again. Have a good night.
Sir, God bless you.
God
Good
bless
night.
you. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Renee has given a very good point. Comparing what it was when she was growing up, I could squeeze in just one last call. So if you're still by the phone, you can give me one last call. Comparing what it was to what it is now. And she said something that really, really pricked my heart. I don't know how many people can ever think that, hey, even if we have nothing to sit on, as long as there's love, we can sit. Instead of watching TV, we can be watching the stars. How many couples can still stay there? How many ladies can hang on with a guy that lost his job? How many men can stay with a lady that is not bringing anything home? We got to see money out of love. Money is good. I'm not saying money is not necessary, but we shouldn't base everything about the relationship on money. Hey, money will go. Now, when this lady was leaving her ex, she was leaving hoping that she got someone that was economically stable. Unfortunately, over time, things turned. And this is life. This happens. And until we die, stuff like this will keep happening. There have been millionaires and billionaires in this country that went broke. There are movie stars that are now begging on the road. So never think that a particular situation will linger forever. What you need is love. If you have love, every other thing will fall in place. Love goes beyond what he has. Come on. You really don't have to be everywhere in the world. You want to cruise around like your friends. You want to fly the whole world. But the guy that loves you can't afford it. Stay, child. Stay. The one that loves you will never beat you. The one that loves you will never hurt you. The one that loves you will never backstab you. But that one that loves you may not have the money. The one that has the money may not care about you. Think about what you're doing. Because by the time you're flip-flopping, moving from place to place like a yo-yo, you're going to become the talk of town. And like Renee said, the time will come that they will stop you from messing up with them. And that's the truth. My dear lady, this is my advice for you tonight. Stay with your husband and make it work. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all those of you that worked with me at the studio tonight. I appreciate your contributions and all your effort. Surely next week we're going to do it again. Thank you, Georgina Bracco, for being so wonderful on the camera and on the computers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bukola Sarah, always aligning the commercials and making sure that everything goes well. Thank you, Ehiko Wecho, who dots the I's and crosses the T's for me, ensuring that I speak well, talk well, deliver well, and sometimes align the topics for me. Thank you so very much. And to the big boss himself, SHINA Ayo OYINLOLA, thank you for being the umbrella under which we all are. Until I come your way again next week, this is hoping that you have a good night. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.